another vlog, guys. We just got done touring that beautiful house that you guys just saw in Highland Park. It's a newer build. It's on a hillside with a beautiful pool. It's in a great location of Highland Park. Lots of things to do. But now we're gonna go to the office to work on a listing that I just got. I just got a lot in Altadena that I'm going to list by the end of the week. So we're gonna work on that. And as you guys notice, or maybe you haven't noticed, I did shave my mustache. So I look way different. It's honestly very surprising how much your mustache can change the way you look. But in the next coming weeks, I do plan to door knock, and I want to make sure I look as professional as possible. And I know with my mustache, I wasn't really maximizing on that, so I shaved it off. Gonna have a clean face for the next few coming weeks. But I am very excited for this week, and let me take you with me. What are we doing, Anthony?
We're in the city of Altadena. It's a bit of a sad thing to look at, but we're out here shooting some land.
What do you got on your hand?
Look, what is this? The DJI Mini 3, Mini 4.
Mini 4.
It's not the size of it's how you use it, you know? You might have heard that one before.
Hey, yo! No comment. Keeping it PG-13.
Yeah.
Look at the amount of batteries you have. 1, 2. Are these batteries too?
Yeah, each battery's like 15 minutes in the air.
What?
So, got the whole kit right here.
We just got to the office from broker previews. We looked at 2 properties. The first one was a equestrian property, which is something very rare, especially in South Pasadena. I think it's the only privately owned equestrian property in South Pas. Very unique, lots of property. The lot was 63,000 square feet, so almost 1.5 acres. The property was unique. There were so many people there, which was very cool to see because it seemed like there was a lot of interest. I did overhear someone talking about potentially developing. As much as I am all about preserving properties, right? At the end of the day, this real estate business is about numbers. If numbers make sense, people would do it. So some people were there to talk about the potential of developing that land into maybe having properties like brand new builds in there, which I think will be very unique too as well. Obviously, it will help having more property, especially in neighborhoods like South Pas, and especially new builds, right? But I want to make a quick video about something that I've been wanting to make actually in a while. Maybe it'll be like a series, but I'm going to put the video here of this property that's sold in San Marino. And it's a mid-century modern property designed by Buff and Hensman, which are very well-known architects that did this style of architecture. And this property sold for $6.6 million. This year actually sold, let me just pull numbers here. It sold last month, was June 20 of 2025. But I want to show you guys, I'm going to put a screenshot here, that this property sold for 6.6 this year. In 2021, it sold for $5 million. In less than 4 years, it has appreciated 1.6 million, which is insane. But that just shows you what real estate can do for you and why buying the right property is so important. I maybe want to do a breakdown of, you know, the how properties tend to appreciate, especially in equity in some neighborhoods, obviously well-known neighborhoods, or quote unquote better neighborhoods are appreciating way faster than maybe the neighborhoods that are in transition. So you always have to be smart on where you're buying, right? Because essentially what I've heard and what I really like about this industry, I've heard this from my mentor, is that you always want to buy the most house in the best possible neighborhood. Why is that? Because at the end of the day, let's say you buy the smallest house in a good neighborhood, later down the line, the property is going to appreciate, is going to build equity, and guess what? You could do all sorts of upgrades to a house, right? You could expand a house, you can make a house as nice as you could potentially want. But guess what? Moving a house to a different neighborhood, that's impossible. Technically, you could do it, but the amount of money, like no regular person is going to do that. Move a house to a different neighborhood. So that's why buying a house, buying the most house in the best neighborhood that you can, is probably one of the smartest things that I've heard. I see my mentor do it all the time. He lives in one of the best neighborhoods, and obviously me, when my time comes to buy, I'm going to think the same way. Even if the house needs work, even if it's a small house, but if I'm buying into a neighborhood, I know the neighborhood would appreciate even faster than buying a better house in a lesser of a neighborhood. So that's something that you guys want to think about. And maybe I'll start doing a series of what properties are selling for, because at the end of the day, the market is shifting, but we are still seeing that special properties are selling for way over the asking price. And you always want to study the market to see what things are going for, because obviously if you're a buyer that is coming into the market with the impression that that the market is crashing, that's not the reality of it, especially here in LA, especially here in Northeast LA, which is, I tell people that LA has so many different real estate markets. Real estate is very hyper local. Even in one block radius, properties are selling for different prices when it comes to even like the square footage. Like 1,000 square foot home could sell for 1.5, and the other house with the same square footage could sell for 1 million. It's a big discrepancy, and that's just how special real estate is here in LA. And a lot of different things come into those implications, like the finishes, the architecture. I've noticed that Spanish architecture tends to sell way faster and higher than any other style of architecture. But maybe this is a video that I need to just do breakdowns. Maybe I could talk about the architecture and all that good stuff that I'm into. But yeah, just want to give you guys a quick update. I'm gonna hit phones right now. It's part of the business. I've shot some content. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, please do. I showcase a lot of property there, a lot of special property that I think a lot of people would like. And if you guys have any questions, please reach out. And also to subscribe to the channel. Been pretty consistent. I'd love to hear the feedback. What are you guys liking? What are you guys not liking?